Well, I bit the bullet, and now I'm going to be eating ramen noodles for the next few weeks. Let's head on over to the options here. But first, we can start a new game. We can look at the intro cinematic, and then options. For accessibility, you can modify your control scheme, disable UI input hold. Remember to pause it quickly if you want to read the description on your own on the right there. Visuals, for the subtitles, we could change that, the HUD scale, color profile setting, the camera shake, which is at 100 by default. I chose to put it at 50. A field of view that we can change. Default, wider, widest, narrow, narrowest. So you really do get some options here. Stabilizing the UI dot. Toggle to enable a centered dot on the screen that helps minimize motion sickness. Gameplay, auto switch target on enemy death. Visible enemies only. Always off. Auto lock target in combat. On and off. Disable fall damage. So that's pretty cool. Do you want to disable fall damage? You know what? I am going to do that. Button mash option. Toggles how the player interacts with button mashes and quick time events. Default. Automatically succeed. I'm going to do automatically succeed because I'm just poor like that. Toggle hold pull. Navigation assist. Displays an icon in the holomap and the binoculars that guides the player to the next game section on their way to the current objective. I need that. Navigation assist audio ping. Automatically fires an audio ping in the direction of the current objective. Camera follow lock. Arachnophobia safe mode. Human dismemberment. On and off. We all know you sick bastards want this on. The game volume. The ambient volume if you want it to be mono. Slow mode. Toggles slow motion. Auto-activated slow mode in combat. Toggles automatic activation of slow motion mode when Cal enters combat. You know, that whole like Matrix thing. Slow dilation. Adjust the game's speed while slow mode is active. That's kind of cool. So you can actually make it so it's just for combat, and then you can kind of scale. Well, not kind of. You can scale just how fast or slow that is. Shortcut controls. All right, and that is just accessibility. Then we've got right here, controller. Go ahead and pause that. Remember that you can edit those controls. And then if we go to controls, vibration, trigger effect function, disable UI input hold. This disables the requirement to hold buttons for UI interaction. The controller look sensitivity for both the X and Y axis. Do you want to invert X and Y axis? Do you want to invert X and Y axis for the flight? And then when it comes to gameplay, you can change the audio. Oui, bonjour en français. Whatever language you want. Well, probably not whatever language you want, but dialogue line skipping. In conversation, press X. Rather, pressing X skips ahead to the next line of dialogue. Does not affect cinematics. This can be toggled on and off. Sure, why not? Just for the fun of it. Combat. Auto switch, we've already gone through that. Auto lock. Button mash, yeah, so that kind of just whatever. Here enables the player to hold pull with a single press rather than holding the button. Oh, I see. Sure, I'll turn that on. So this we've already seen. Actually, all of this has to do with the accessibility, but it was also duplicated under gameplay. Visuals, performance mode. So this limits resolution to 1440p for increased frame rate. If you have it on, which is like 60 FPS. I have it locked at 30. We'll see if it works good. Field of view, we've already looked at. The different types of color blindness. Do you want motion blur? Do you want film grain? Do you want chromatic aberration? Camera shake again. How much of it? How much ambient camera sway? Hide the HUD. And then audio. Game, dialogue, effects, music. The controller speaker. Yeah, no, I hate the controller speaker. But you know what? I'm just going to leave it for now. Audio language, again, text language, audio output, headphones or TV. Dynamic range, default, midnight, studio reference. So that's, pretty cool. And then some of the extras. That's it. EA is collecting data. user agreement, you know, all the stuff no one gives a rat's ass about, quite truthfully. And that is, I believe, everything. 5 minutes it took. Nobody watched this to the end. I know that, but who cares? As always, if you did like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, I'll twist it, and I'll make sure when you go to bed tonight, you have that annoying sound of my voice stuck in your head. And if you want to subscribe, I mean, naturally, that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways, take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.